You mentioned feel when we were talking.
Yeah.
In that, and you've been round the block with the coaching, so you've had all the technical stuff.
Yeah. For me, really, I don't think my legs has ever worked that properly. As like all of us, you have like I could have a different swing each day, you know, because I got a bit of feel, and so unfortunately I try some real drastic things that would work. Like we said about what I was saying about the head movement, or like swing it out there and then in there. Oh, I've done everything.
And if it happened to work, you'd stick with it for a bit.
Yeah. Until I'd lose the rhythm of it, or I'd say, oh, that doesn't work anymore, and move on to the next thing. Or the more I practice, the worse I'd get. And that's a stupid way of thinking, really. But yeah, naturally a bit quick off the takeaway. See, that's only like that because of the shadow.
You're just right.
Yeah, I'd be all over the shop if that one there.
So that's keeping you stable, do you think? Or?
Yeah, it just feels like I'm in the right position when it matters. A bit like Fozzie says, if you had a minute in this head, you'd know what I'd be struggling with. That's quite an interesting. I've never really thought about keeping an eye on something.
An external focus over there.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to look at the ball.
No. Yeah, it just feels as though, when the shadow's there, the blade stays square, whereas it's a bit, we're back in business and see a little shadow.
If the forecast is right, it's a 62, isn't it?
See, all of a sudden I know that the strike's there with the shadow, but yeah, it's enough about the shadow.
Peter Pan.
Nickname the Shadow.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is I want you to stand on here.
Yeah.
And all I want you to do, no club, I just want you to tip back and forth. This is really important for pushing off the ground. And then keeping your knees straight, James, just side to side now. So there's rotation in this, you see, by moving forward.
Oh,
and you're
like
rotating,
that.
it is hard work.
Yeah.
Particularly tight.
Yeah.
You're not the tight, but what we're doing is, you'll be working your lower back a bit.
Yeah.
Just see how your swing feels after you've done that. Just back and forth without stopping, just in the air.
Right, okay.
So not hitting the ground.
You feel like you turn my feet on.
Feels different, doesn't it?
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Just without hitting the ground now. Just keep just back and forth though. I want you to whip it back and whip it through. Just half swings. Just shorter swings though, and 50% tempo. So it's just like really soft, that's it. And explore that ankle rotation we've just been doing. That's it. That was it. Yep. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Mobility creates stability.
Right.
We don't want to try and stay stable in a swing or in movement in general, because what that does is that makes us less able to move with dynamism, because as soon as we start, we can't recover balance, and in golf we're always off balance.
Right.
We need to be able to be in balance, out of balance.
Yeah.
So stable outside of balance, because in golf you're going from one side to the other.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to stay stable but you need to move, suddenly there's a lot of conflict in the system here, because the nervous system's like, well, we need to stay still but we can't move, and suddenly the system's very noisy. So we're actually instructing the body in different ways. We're giving it different tasks. It's getting too much information, which is conflicting. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this basket of balls, just swing this from side to side and just twist your feet. So see how that's going around your body?
Yeah.
So we're not separating movement here. So what I want you to do now is swing that side up and down, side to side. So So you're going to be side bending your body more to do it. So that's still going round here, straight up and down. That's it. So you're going to stand up to throw it back. That's it. That's the momentum that swings the club back. Yes. Brilliant.
Okay, that's a different rhythm. Yeah.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
So you're using the momentum you're creating from your body.
Yeah. To take it
you-
or work it.
Yeah, and now you're reacting to the club's momentum.
Yeah.
Have a couple of shots for me.
Okay, dokie. Just usual.
As usual,
Thoughts?
waggling the club. That's it, and then throwing it back with that extension. Just feel like you're standing up. That's it. Just feel like you're standing up,
Yeah.
like on those balance pads.
Yeah.
Different feel.
Yeah. Very good.
So
Well,
that
you're just
clock,
turning my legs on, aren't you? Just,
those clock faces. Just
yeah.
imagine where
yeah.
that pressure's moving in that clock
Yeah.
face. And that's swinging the golf club, James, for you. That's creating that momentum. Yeah, that's brilliant. Different shot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Different ball flight.
Yeah.
More penetrating.
Sounds
Mm.
different, doesn't it? What you did there as well, what you've not been doing, is you've handled your feet. You notice, so you waggled the club and you moved your feet. You started doing that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the brain's already started to recognise that these are part of the system.
Turn to Lee Trevino. Yeah.
Fred Astaire,
There's worse golfers.
look at that. Started to move.
Oh.
Notice how soft your finish was then. You let the club
yeah,
drop,
yeah,
because it
yeah.
switches your arms off.
Yeah.
So if you're throwing a ball, your arm's like this, it's not like this and stopping.
Yeah.
So we don't throw the ball and stop.
And actually, bringing feelings back when I used to be a kid, I used to sort of think, oh, I'd just hit it really hard, but I was hitting it hard with my feet.
Yeah.
And the distance I got, but I thought, oh, I can't do that in a tournament because it's too loose,
Yeah.
you know.
But that gives us the stability.
yeah.
If you let your body move, when you watch this back on video,
Yeah.
you'll see that it's not a loose looking movement. It's fluid.
Yeah, and I'd get that in some rounds where you'd be just free, and you'd let you could feel your feet moving really well, but you couldn't. It's difficult to know why. So sometimes in a tournament environment where maybe a little bit tense, to think, oh, that's the first thing that stops moving.
Yeah.
Because you get nervous, you stop.
Yeah. Freeze.
Yeah.
Fight, flight, freeze. But it's exactly like you say. And then it's recognising what that feels like to be free. To be free.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome.
You're miles per hour up there.
Feel the width.
Yeah.
It's letting your arms. It's letting your arms perform now.
Yeah.
You weren't letting your arms
No.
perform, and therefore letting the club.
I was just like,
You were like blocking energy to the club.
Yeah.
So the self-awareness which you've naturally got
Yeah,
a high
yeah.
level of, you can start to tap into. You
Yeah,
can start to
yeah,
use it. Instead of
yeah.
what you've done is you've constrained with where your attention's been to the self-awareness that you're applying.
Somebody told me sort of, get your hands there. That'd just fall asleep even more, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
With your feet.
Because your focus is on that now.
Yeah.
Oh. That is
Yeah.
distance as well. That's a good 10-15 yards further
Yeah.
from what you were hitting
Amazing.
before.
Amazing. Yeah, well, feel good. Amazing.
Can you feel the separation between the swinging of the basket and the banging of the ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you've been so used to
Yeah,
starting
yeah,
with this end
I know,
first
yeah,
and taking
yeah,
it back.
Yeah.
What we're doing now is starting to use this.
Is this I presume it's a common fault with everybody, is it? Yeah.
Sequencing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now let's go with the golf club, James. That's fantastic. Stay on there for me, and I'll do the same thing. So the golf club now is the basket. So it's exactly the same. So you're using the banging of the board to swing that. That's it. That's awesome.
That fly.
How's that feeling?
You can hear it, can't you? That's the difference. Yeah.
How much different does it feel to you? What do you feel is happening?
I'm not thinking top half at all. It's like the shadows. You know, there's that freedom. I guess that probably is what the shadow has done, has engaged my feet more.
Yeah.
Which has helped me.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I've never really thought about that.
But
because it's took my attention off
let your body use
being,
it.
pretty impressive, isn't it, Fuzz? That's why you're here, I guess. I'll go for the yellow flag then.
Do you want to say where that went, and I'll come around the back on the yellow flag?
Yeah. Straight down it.
Speed and noise.
But I think it's funny because you turn the feet on, the club seems to be, you know, in a different takeaway.
But it's that takes care of itself.
You
But,
don't need to, that's the,
And that reduces the noise in your
Changes the-
mind. It reduces any apprehension of where you're swinging. And what the club's doing now is reacting to your forces, and you're now creating real functional forces, so it all just flows.
Reminds me a bit. You remember the old days when you used to have to? They used to call it defragging a computer, didn't they? Do you remember? You used to have to put it because your computer was that messed up. You used to have to defragment it. And when you first start, it's like that. Yeah. So it just takes everything, everything out that you don't need.
It declutters.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was probably half a
Skips it to
groove
6
lower
foot.
as well.
It
That
was,
it's a bit.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
thinner.
it
That
was,
wasn't
yeah,
it? But
yeah,
it's still
100%.
like that's where you'll see the difference. You know when you're playing. I was a fraction cleaner, and it was still.
When are we going to start practicing for the seniors tour?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today's the start.
Today.
It's quite shorter movement, not as far but quicker. That's it. And push into the ball. Really short and sharp. Good. Take your club, let me just take that away. And now let's have a couple of swings without a ball. Just see how it feels. What your awareness is now when you
Oh wow.
feel the
Let me hit a ball.
Power.
sharp.
That is stunning.
Different ball all of a sudden. It's becoming more on the inside, because the other ones were a bit fizzy, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll start naturally in that. Sure.
All of a sudden the ball goes a lot higher, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're letting the thing swing. So your body knows where it can go. But in golf, what we do is we kind of precondition how we're going to swing because we've done it so many times and grooved it, but then we don't really let the body just react naturally. So these are like just reconnecting you with your natural patterns you already possess.
Yeah.
It just it's like it's going back to Kerr Keller again and
Taking your
steering it.
stabilisers off. It's about me.
I mean, it's like miles better. This is the best drill for me, this one. They're all good to be fair, but this is a big shit
Cool.
So you compress the ball, James, and then you come off it.
Does that look too quick or not? No, because it feels like bullet speed.
Driver.
Yeah.
That's how people play now. Like,
I know, but I mean like too quick on the way back and no.
Momentum.
Because that
You've
slowed
been
it.
thinking consciously about your swing. You've habitualised to a slower tempo.
Yeah.
Because the way you processed your golf swing,
Yeah.
you've had to be semi-conscious, which
Yeah.
means it's had to be
Well,
slow enough for you to be aware of, to control.
yeah.
If the ball was all over the shop and you weren't getting the shot that you wanted, then you start to play around, you go back to the system and you start to refine that tempo.
Yeah.
But if you're getting the shot you want, it's like, that's the swing.
Yeah.
We'll see, that's questions again from a playing side. You know, don't try and change it. kind of look like you're trying to suit that driver to me. Like it looks
Yeah,
real
yeah.
comfortable with your range. You almost look like you're
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
make that work.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're, you know, you find a driver that you swing like they do and it goes, don't you?
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
You just look like you're trying to adapt a little bit with that driver. I'd swing it like that and fit the drive around it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute rock.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you see, we analyse our movement too much in golf. If you throw a ball and it goes where you want
Yeah,
it to,
you
you
don't-
don't start questioning how you
No,
threw it.
no.
It went where you wanted it to.
Yeah.
And if I want to do it again, I throw again. What did you do? Well, I don't know. I just threw it to there. But that action today produces that result, and I'm happy with it.
Jesus, you haven't gone. What technical message have you given me? Nothing really.
Yeah, extremely technical in the way that you've booked
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
But it is,
yeah.
it is extremely technical. Yeah, that's
It is,
the
but
beauty
it's-
of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's,
but
technical,
it's
it's technical coaching.
for every level.
Disguised, if you
For,
like.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying that as
No, no,
something
yeah, yeah.
derogatory.
Yeah,
No, no,
just,
yeah.
It's a positive.
you know, yeah, yeah.
It's when you see it with beginners, and then a 28 handicapper's coming in and hitting high, low draws, low phase, low
Yeah,
high
yeah,
phase, and you're
yeah.
like, how?
I mean, you can
Yeah.
see how quick a beginner. I mean, because people call me like, okay, I'm going to pack in. You get people coming
Yeah,
last resort
all the
don't
time,
you?
yeah.
Then I mean, they just next
Wow.
thing
And the
they're
last
smashing
resort.
drivers. They're like, wow.
And the
Yeah,
last,
yeah.
And
and
then
the
they
last
s-
chance
Yeah.
saloon.
And then they
Matt.
say-
If he can't
Yeah,
fix me,
yeah.
no one
But
can.
what's interesting is everyone sees us with like, I've had plus handicaps, pros on the channel and stuff like that, but people go, oh, they see a lot of mid-handicappers because that's the biggest market who are frustrated.
Mm,
And then-
Relatable.
But they go, oh, does it work with better players? And it absolutely works with everyone. Because we're all human. The pros want to go back to when they played like a kid, to be honest.
yeah, yeah.
What you said
yeah.
earlier is
Yeah.
it feels like a different kid. Every pro I've ever taught has said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see that going, but he's taking you back without trying whatsoever.
Well,
He's
the thing
taking
is,
you
there's
back to
so
Kirk
much.
Keller,
Well, but the
reconnects
thing
you,
is,
it
there's
reconnects
so much bag. You know, I can have my worst days on the golf course, as you feel like, you know, if I could jump, I would. You know,
Make it-
you know.
you're in
Whereas,
the-
so
Know
you,
that
to
feeling.
have all that clutter, that's the, you know, I say to people, got such a love-hate
You can get that out,
relationship.
though. You
Oh
can-
no,
you can
I
get
know.
it
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah.
Well done,
Cheers,
mate.
Marcus. Thank you.
Awesome. Enjoy
Best
that.
lesson I've ever had.
Well done, dude.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.